We are back once more. This is going to be the third and final map between Navi and London Conspiracy, and what a best of three it's been already. London Conspiracy sneaking away a win on Inferno, but then getting destroyed on Mirage, as many people predicted, including myself and Semler. And now we're going to be going to Dust 2 to decide who's going to be qualifying and who's going to get a chance to play in the lower bracket, because none of these teams are going to be out no matter what happens. Semler, I mean, what can we say about this map? It's kind of hard to make a prediction, I feel like.
Right. Navi to take it, but maybe 60% odds?
Yeah, 60%. This is so hard. It really is. I just don't know. If someone had come up to me and said, "Oh, there's a best of one game on Dust 2 and it's between LC and Navi," I would have said, well, you know, a lot more than 60. That's the thing.
All right, hold on. I gotta channel my inner Thorin right now. So what Thorin would be thinking right now, he'd probably be, if he was dead, he'd be rolling over in his grave. But he's alive right now, so he's probably thinking to himself, "You guys are absolutely so inhumanely stupid that you would think that Navi would lose on a third map of the best of three. You're talking about one of the best teams in the world up against London Calling. Like, Thorin right now wouldn't be having any of our faith-based, you know, impressionable sort of stuff here. Thorin would just be like, we're both wankers, and what the hell are we doing?"
Oddly enough, I often find myself wondering what Thorin would say, and I'm wondering if this is part of his long-term plan to sort of get under, you know, just get into my head like that. But, you know, of all the people you could have giving you advice, I guess Thorin isn't the worst person like that.
Or we're lucky he's on a plane right now, so he's not actually watching this.
Oh,
so we're not going to be responsible for Thorin's death when he has an aneurysm listening to this. So it's pretty cool. I feel better already, Anders.
That's good. That's definitely good. Big shout out to Thorin. He's a great guy. It's going to be the third map coming up, of course. I am going to go and call it for Navi as well. I think there's a good chance they will. But as we said so many times in the past, this is a map where a good start has a lot to say no matter what side you're on. And it's a map where AWPs tend to reign supreme. Guardian, one of the best AWPers in the world. But on Inferno, Poly actually had some really good moments against Guardians. So it's not set in stone that it's going to turn out in favor of the CIS team. I think we're going to have to find out here.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be finding out here, and I hope just in a moment's time. We should be getting the last few members in here. I noticed we still have, you know, Ron and Ethan. Both of them are very good, but they aren't quite at the level necessary here. I would say that, you know, most of the players are just a bit higher. So we need to get the last remaining members in here for London Conspiracy and Navi. But yeah, I mean, already this has been one hell of a ride. I mean, Inferno, that's why I said it was a bit of a flip side, is because perhaps Navi went into Inferno and they weren't, I mean, it was a bit of a flip side from DreamHack Summer, right, where Navi lost a flip side in the group phase. Do we see the same thing here, you know, where Navi, you know, in the first map of this series, do they not take London Conspiracy seriously and, you know, take it a little bit lightly, and then they get punished, and before they know it, they're out of the first map?
Well, I don't think Navi's going to make any sort of mistake. I think they realize that what a big tournament this is to qualify for. I mean, if you win here, you're going to be playing at Gamescom the middle of next month for $250,000, and I would even say Navi is you know, a favorite, maybe not the favorite, but a favorite to try and win that whole tournament. So they are not going to give up on a chance to get a ticket to that event. We'll have to see. I still think London Conspiracy have shown us some very cool basic Counter-Strike. You know, they've executed the most common strats to a really nice level, and sometimes that's enough. I mean, we do put a lot of praise whenever we see Kick doing something crazy, or Existence, you know, comes up with a new strat and does something fun, but sometimes doing the basics and doing it well enough is exactly what it takes to win. So I don't want to, you know, saying basics makes it sound like it's easy, but it's definitely not.
Well, especially since Dust 2 can be one of those maps where it kind of encourages risky CT play, like where you want to try to go for those plays where you push out long, push upper dark, push into lower dark from mid, you know, those sorts of plays like that. And if Navi, like, that's why I say, you know, it can be risky, because if you're not prepared for that, that sort of thing can wreck you. But Navi, you know, they should be, but it's still a possibility that LC, with the right timing, they can actually catch Navi by surprise and manage to take some pretty big rounds. And I feel like once they get on the board with a few rounds, they've got the confidence after Inferno to be able to actually just roll through here. I mean, Rain is just negeving people down left and right now as we speak. I mean, that's a guy brimming with confidence as far as I'm concerned.
He's warming up. Is that what you're saying?
Damn straight. Negev called it.
Well, look, before we go live, remember, guys, to check out the link at the bottom of the page for the Facebook raffle that's going on for the Zoe keyboard. That's going to be happening next Wednesday. We're doing our next Case King of the Hill tournament. We're looking forward to that a lot. Hope you guys are going to tune in for that. A big thanks to everyone who's been subscribing throughout the day. That helps us out so much. And I think tomorrow we're going to try and do some sort of subscriber-style giveaway. We'll find an item and we'll try and give one away for you guys, because we really do appreciate it, and I hope we can do a little bit more of that in the future. And obviously, if you can't subscribe, if you are not for it, you can obviously just follow the channel. I think our goal for today, I said our goal was to get to 145,000 followers, and I'm actually not sure how close we are. I'm going to check that out right now, see where we're at, if we're close or still far away. We're at 141,500, so we're still a little bit away, guys. If we can get to 145,000, that would be a really big hit or big win for us tonight. And we are going to be streaming, of course, this best of 3, the final map here, but then we have another best of 3 coming up, which means we will have been streaming for something like, I think, 9, 10, 11 hours before this is all
11
over.
hours.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, but it's actually a lot of fun.
Should be, all things told, it should be 11 hours today, and then the same tomorrow. But I mean, hell, you got to think about that for the players as well. I mean, that's a lot of games that you got to play. 2 best of 3s pretty much per team today. So they have a lot ahead of them.
Yeah, this is what it's like playing at a competitive level. Sometimes you just get thrown in there, and you gotta go all the way through. But I love the way ESL have made these qualifiers. A huge thanks to ESL, in fact, for putting all of this up and letting us stream all of it. And hope you guys are enjoying it. It's been so much fun so far, and it's only gonna get better. I mean, the closer we get to the end of this today and tomorrow, the better it's gonna be. That's how it works out. Here we go. The knife round coming up. Welcome to the stream. You're at Room on Fire, and we've got London Conspiracy playing Navi. Best of 3, and we've gone to the final map to decide who's going to be qualifying or who's going to be going to the lower bracket.
And so this is going to come down to the knife round, but it's something that we talk about on Dust 2 from time to time. The fact that perhaps for some of these teams it doesn't really matter which side you start on, they're going to feel comfortable regardless. So Dust 2, not one of those maps where it's like Nuke or Train, where it's really like the end-all be-all, the knife round, you need that strong start. Thus, too, it looks like London Conspiracy will actually have the choice as to whether they want to start on the CT side or on the T side, and it looks like they will be going for the T side here. So that's already something that's interesting here for the Norwegian team. The fact that they don't do like several teams that we've noticed recently that go for a CT start. Even if they win the knife round, they say that they prefer to start CT because it gives them a little bit of breathing room. Lets them warm up a little bit. They can afford to give up a couple rounds and feel out their opponents because that's the less favored side, right?
Makes you wonder.
Yeah, makes you wonder what we have in store for us here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, makes you wonder if London Conspiracy have some sort of strat planned out here. There's just smoke on Poly, so that's pretty much a big indication that it's not going to be a super strat or anything. They're rushing out long. Maybe just the Glock train coming out range, going to take a peek, spots a couple of people here, and is waiting. He's going to have to fall back down to 39, and now I think we're going to see a much slower round coming out of LC. The lack of grenades is usually a big indication. It's either going to be a straight rush or a bit of a slow strat coming out. Starrick's going to take down one, and then he gets dropped by Rubino. So this is actually favoring LC.
Yeah, the return frag is big, and it looks like they're going to be able to work their way out on long now. Thing is that Navi, they've already got three guys over here fairly close by. They are rotating 2 back to B site. They don't seem to really have made up their mind yet as to where they want to go because they haven't yet spotted the bomb. But it seems like Edward already pushing up to mid doors, really looking to see if there's going to be a rotation, if he can catch somebody off guard here. And he will catch them at the top of mid.
Yeah, but in the middle as well, they're going to take him down. Hiding in lower dark was PRB, and actually was Skirk with a straight headshot, but that's still a very cool trap set there. Navi fall right into it. Now Seized is going to be defending the bomb side, looking for the one shot here. They're baiting him out. They really don't want to lose anyone right now. And Seized, well, doing a lot of damage and buying time for Zeus to come in here as well. And London, they have to worry about if they're going to fall back, but now they're being backstabbed by Guardian as well. And coming up from behind, it's going to be Rubino. This is such a chaotic round. Guardian goes down, and they're running back to the B bomb site. Seized in the middle now, looking for a pickoff. This is madness. Zeus is coming up from lower dark. They're everywhere. Zeus is now alone. 20 seconds. They need to put that bomb down, and they're running for it well. Well played, Polly. Just charging in. Rubino in the middle waiting. Zeus is going to go down, and LC pick up the pistol round after basically 50 seconds of just non-stop firing.
Non-stop. Guns blazing. Balls to the wall action. LC somehow pick up the pistol. And that was after Navi making all of the right calls as well as to where LC were going, just fending LC off. But in the end, Guardian overcommitting, getting caught in a sandwich, giving himself up, and it all just snowballs away from there. Such impressive play from both teams to keep themselves alive, but also keep their cool in that. I mean, that was like a 50-second fight right there.
Yes, it really was. And now LC doing something smart here. Guardian has a scout. He's actually taken down Polly, and he hit 2 people through the doors. But I like the fact that the rest of LC are playing really slowly, making sure that Navi come and peek them. They've already taken down 1. They've spotted Seized and done some damage to him. They want to make sure they don't give up this round. This is hugely important for LC.
Yeah, but look at Navi right now. They haven't given up on this B side either. Seized is still alive and kicking 60 HP on him. But they flash their way into Upper Dark. There's the counter flash from Seized. That's his only nade, though, so they don't have any more fireworks here to put a stop to this push that's about to roll into this B site. Seized alive at the back plateau. There's a man at window as well. Guardian with that 8. Not the AWP, but the scout. Still getting a kill.
And he's trying to jump and shoot. They need to move to try and take down Guardian here. Seized in the back, going to drop a player. This is not looking good now. PRB comes in with a kill on Starix, but it's far from over. Now it's all on PRB. He's going to be going down as well. Seuss with a double. Guardian with a double. And London Conspiracy throwing away a very, very big chance to have a good lead in this first half of the game. And I'm a little bit afraid that part of this happened because they were very, very worried about Navi there. I think they maybe showed them... once they realized Guardian was up in that window, I really wanted them to just go all in. Because waiting right where they did, that was the worst, I think, decision they could have made.
They got bogged down. And the fact that they realized Seized was behind on Plateau, they just... I don't think they had enough time to rotate over, but then when they went for the push, they still had like 40 seconds on the clock, didn't they? So... Yeah. I mean, they still had time to rotate off of that site. I think they just felt like they had committed to that site, that there was no backing up. And it was some of that, like, Scandinavian stubbornness showing itself where they just did not want to back down. It was a point now at that point to just lock down that site and take it away from Navi. But Navi and Edward in particular, with the wraparound behind, managing to pick up a scout and then just get a kill. 2 kills, in fact, to finish it. It's just, it all fell apart from there. Navi, this time around, actually worked. It worked out for them.
Yeah, and Rain has actually picked up a scout. There is armor as well, so London Conspiracy are actually going pretty hard in this round. They're looking to throw it right back in Navi's face and see if they can win it straight back, and I kind of admire that at this point. I'd rather see LC be confident and maybe make some mistakes than I would see them play scared and lose because of that. That's the most painful way of losing. Rather see if they can just, you know, treat Navi like any other team, basically. Well, we're waiting, of course.
It's tough to say, right, when Navi have got you boxed in as well. I mean, Guardian is no slouch. He got a kill early on with that scout, so they know he's at window, and it's Guardian, right? So you got to be worried a little bit there. But then Seized, it was just a really solid spot for Navi to find themselves in. Getting caught out in the open as well for LC, that just didn't help things.
There it is, connecting back in, and I think we are just about good to go. Yeah, restarting, resuming the game right here. So we're in the 3rd round, and we'll have to see if LC can bring it back in that sense. And there it is, gonna take down Guardian. Scout versus Scout, and it's the Norwegian who comes out on top. Starix waiting over here, and this is actually really cool. If they're gonna leave Rubino here for anyone to push through, I like this play. They are gonna
look at. Well, Navi right now, Navi are going for a very smart play as well, pushing into Upper Dark the way they have here. They're getting information, and that's what they need to be doing when they're a man down like this. Edward is right around the corner from PRB. PRB is waiting for somebody to push into T-Spawn, but he can't wait too long. His teammates are about to get flanked through Lower Dark. He has to know now, and he will. He's going to wrap back around, and he should be able to get a freebie here. Seized should go down, and he will. PRB gets it back.
Yep, and this is interesting now. Edward is still down there, but Edward's actually in a bit of an awkward position. He's sort of halfway covering the bomb, and he's going to pick up a kill. Unfortunately, they didn't realize until it's too late. Rubino missing a shot here. There's no time for that. Seuss is going to take him down. Now it's on PRB. Has a Galil and has armor. Gets the kill. Now a one-on-one, and this is huge coming up here. PRB shooting through. He's going to spot Seuss as well, and he takes him down. PRB, triple kill, and London Conspiracy coming up with a round after a force-up, losing the 2nd round, winning the 3rd one. Now we're in the 4th one, and Navi, well, they have money on Guardian, but that's about it.
What the hell is going on, Anders? What is this match?
There's so much
there. There's so much there. PRB playing that down to a T. I mean, sure, they lose a man. They lose Pauly in Lower Dark, but then PRB managing to box Edward in like that. But then to have the chutzpah to just go and take that bite versus Zeus mid as well. Just stand his ground with the Galil and just go toe-to-toe with Zeus. No fear. PRB just knew he had the confidence he was going to take that. That was just magnificent.
I'm frankly shocked. This is turning out to be a really good start to a third map. In a best of 3, that's already been pretty incredible. I don't know. We've resumed the game once again. A little bit of an issue coming up, but now we seem to have reset. And Navi not buying this round means LC should play this so safely. Just, I'm really sad to see someone like Rubino in the middle alone here. I hope his teammates are going to catch up to him so that nobody can ever get caught out alone here. I really want them to group up and play as a team.
Exactly. Death ball. Death ball. Go for the Protoss. StarCraft 2 all day. You got your Colossus. You got everything you need. Just stick together and just walk into Navi. Because at this point, they cannot allow Navi to be getting rifles. Navi has shown that they're way too resourceful. They're way too dangerous to be given any kind of an edge here. They want to keep them on pistols, London Calling, so... Or London Conspiracy. God damn it. But we will make it happen. We will get there eventually, Anders.
Yeah. There it is. Edward goes down, and over at long, Guardian missing or dodging some grenades, which is a pretty fine job indeed. 4 on 5 here. Guardian going to be walking out right into Rain. Takes him down, so... LC, the time that they spent early on just waiting, it's really paying off here, as Navi's already lost 2 people, and that's exactly why you want to wait in the first place. Just allowing them to come to you. Rubino with a good pick-off, and Zeus goes down, and it's just Siege left. Looking like a flawless round at this point, which is very good news for the terrorist side.
Yeah, living with 5. Seized is going to be trying to come in through mid doors. Bit of the pop flash, pretty cool little play there by Skirk. That's going to slow Seized down. But this is just Seized kind of just waiting. I mean, really, he's just hoping to get an exit frag. He wants London Conspiracy, LC to come to him.
Yeah, he's going to be walking up against 2 people facing him, so no issue at all. And that is now 3-1. It's still very early in this first half. No matter who you're rooting for here, you should not be celebrating yet. This could go, you know, 100 different ways, especially now that Guardian has picked up an AWP. But look at the fact that they have no kit here. I am not so sure about this one. This is very, very questionable. If LC get in and put the bomb down, Navi are going to be in a tough situation.
A world of hurt. That sounds about right. And look at this, PRB already taking his fight on B. 2 guys there facing him as well. No fear, and very minimal damage actually taken by both teams. No damage taken by LC in that exchange. Edward only dropped 5 HP. And that was a bit of a firefight over at B to start things off. Now, LC, they actually fall back to a much more tried-and-true sort of setup. 1 guy holding it long, 1 guy holding upper dark, 3 guys taking control of mid. Really just, you know, playing a very textbook style here so far as this round develops.
Navi, Guardian in particular, being really annoying right here. He's shooting in the middle, and that you can see how LC sort of freeze and pose as soon as they hear that AWP. And then he moves over to Car, which means... he's really trying to use the audio against them, just trying to fake them out and say, well, I'm down in the middle, and then all of a sudden he's somewhere else. And if that works, if they end up going short now, Navi's going to be in a great position. This is where he really just shines. Starix down here might get a chance to actually do something beforehand, and they've got Zeus here. This is a great setup, but Zeus actually gets very flashed, and they're going to hear him. Starix goes down, Zeus is going to drop as well now. Guardian coming in, gets the 1 kill, and is then dropped, and a great 5th round coming up here. Navi, that was a big mistake coming out right there. The timing was just not working for them.
No, the timing worked out perfectly, but it's also LC that created their opportunity with good flashes, no fear, nobody stopping, nobody even hesitating. They just fully committed to taking long, checking the angles as well. I was really worried that they might just run past Starix and that Starix would get a freebie before getting shut down, but that was the first place they checked. Instantly turn left, check behind the door, get rid of Starix, and then find Zeus in the cheat corner. Yeah. So, just really solid, thorough play from London Conspiracy.
I think you bring up some really important points there. First of all, the flashbang, you're absolutely right. That was definitely not just a random lock. That was a really good flashbang. But the fact that they checked the corner is worth bringing out, especially because they heard Zeus before. So Starix was hiding in the corner, but they heard Zeus making a noise. And that is actually would have maybe prompted them to just run in to try and take him out. But they had the presence of mind to check the corner, and that's good news. Now, I want to see how Navi's going to adjust to this. 4-1 is still a good start for LD, but I'm guardedly optimistic about the Norwegians here. I still am, in the back of my mind, waiting for the point in time when Navi are basically just going to kick it into overdrive and really step it up, because I still think that can happen.
Oh, it absolutely can. But let's not forget that this is still Navi, and Navi only really need like 5 rounds on the CT side. So we're still fairly early on here in this half. Navi are definitely not out of it yet, and I'm glad that they don't do anything crazy here. They still have 2 rifles to play with, and that has already, you know, managed to pick up a kill for them with Edward managing to find Rain. So Navi just need to just play it calm. Play it 1 round at a time at this point. Take their time with it, and then when they've got the guns back, look to Guardian to create some space.
Yeah, that might be exactly what they need. They do have the 2 rifles here, and they've actually taken down Rain and traded for Starix, but that's good. These 2 rifles can still be put into use, and especially Edward up here seems to be really hungry for some kills. Down in the middle, they have Seized boosted up, but nobody's going to come. It's all going to be long for the Norwegian team, and Edward peeks out maybe a little bit too wide here. Flash Rains in, and now he should definitely call for some backup before he peeks again, but he's going to get overrun up here on short. Actually, Seized right through the smoke, going to pick up a kill, and now they need to put the bomb down here, the Norwegians. Got to remember what this is all about.
Yeah, they just have to get this plant, but they're still so close. Guardian is right here in Element, and he gets the headshot on Skirk. It's falling apart. Zeus gets the flank on Polly. Now Guardian looking for more. It's all down to Rubino, 1v4, and they're far too close. Guardian finally gets picked off, but now Seized is closing the gap, and he's got a rifle.
Not a lot of time left here. Rubino, well, I mean, the time is really going to kill him here. 14 seconds, 13 seconds, just running around. He really wants to get this bomb down. He's going to smoke it off just to try and see if he can do it, but they're already on him. I guess it was a nice attempt, but it was simply too late, and I think London Conspiracy more or less mind-gamed themselves that round. I actually think they did not have to lose that round. I just think they got so... They overthought the situation when they could have probably just gone for it and won it.
It was also the cross.
Yeah,
the thing is that they never managed to pick up anybody. They all, if I'm not mistaken, they all came up from long.
Yeah.
And that never really challenged Navi on Cat at all. So Navi immediately just, rather than stand and fight on that site, knowing that they're about to get caught in a pincer, they just fall back to short and make it so that LC, they can't exactly get up and get control of that site because then Navi are taking shots at them from Cat. And they never really fall back to long either. That was the weird thing there, is that they decided to commit to push across to the site, and that cost them in the end because Edward was taking shots at them with the M4A1, and then you had Seized down in CT putting shots through as well.
This round, Guardian starts off surviving with 4 HP up on short, and that must have been very close to divine intervention because there was a lot of people shooting at him, and he's still alive. He must be basically bleeding to death, but 4 HP is where it's at. Starix down in the pit. I think they know where he is as well. So if he peeks up here, he could get his face shot off. Guardian alive, going to pick up the kill right there. Starix peeks and takes a lot of damage for it. And now Guardian's going to be re-peeking. Misses that one. One grenade is going to finish him here, but I'm not sure they realize. And this is, there it is, the grenade from Rain. And then Starix goes down out on long. Still Zeus alive. Going to pick up the 1 kill. Then he goes down. And this is a strange 2-on-2. Rubino having a fight with Edward. And LC Skirk's going to try and come in. And he gets the kill. And it's down to Seized. Coming up from behind, but this is going to be a little bit too late. The bomb is going to go down. Yeah, they don't know where he is.
Skirk makes it onto the site in the nick of time, stands up after the plant, but his job was done. Now we're into a 1v1. Rubino versus Seized. Rubino really taking his time with this, but he's willing to challenge. He's taking risks, facing Seized when he doesn't necessarily have to. And yeah, and then Seized just walks up. Rubino getting flustered there.
See, that was a little bit weird. Great retake from Seized. I mean, we've got to give it to him. 1-on-2 like that. Very well played. But the weird thing is, I'm okay with Rubino trying to see if he can face him early on, but once he got closer, the position he hit in was a very, very weird one. A lot of pressure, obviously, on both teams here. It's 4-3, and Navi have won 2 rounds in a row here, and London Conspiracy can still buy, but they gotta be careful they don't run out of money. If they start ecoing on the terrorist side, I think that's when Navi basically just go all crazy.
They go ham. They start to get way too much control, way too much room as well, because once LC eco, then Navi start getting a bank together, and then life gets increasingly more difficult for LC, because they have to deal with back-to-back buy rounds from Navi, and that just gets so much more difficult. Rain is going to walk in on Guardian, doesn't get the kill, lets Guardian get away scot-free. That was
Again,
a freebie there from LC.
Just like last time, Guardian last time survived on 4 HP and he got a kill afterwards. This time he should have absolutely gone down. So these types of situations are really, really the ones that LC can't give up. When they see a free opening like that, they have to pick it up. Leaving Guardian alone could really come back to haunt them here.
Yeah, that's painful. That's very painful. And that's something where you kind of kick yourself as well. You start to get pretty frustrated with yourself. You're thinking about it and you're just like, they should not be in a position, we should be in a position where we're up a man right now. Like, I should get that kill. And so, Guardian managing to make it work there, really nicely done. Zeus is still alive in CT, but nothing really happening there. It's going to be seized in Upper Dark.
It's going to be a B-split push coming out here, so Zeus, he's going to try and flash his way through. Is he going to run through the flash or smoke? He will, and they're all waiting for him. Oh, he still picks up a kill. Then he goes down now. Just Edward inside the bomb site with some sick headshots coming out. Well played by Edward, but he doesn't get a chance to reload. He's going to go down. Guardian looking for the crossover kill. He doesn't hit the shot. A little part of me thought that he would. Now it's a 2-on-2. Starix pushing up from Upper Dark, looking for the shot here. Skirk dropping very, very low and just has to stay hidden. No point in challenging. Guardian's going to come in as well. And Rain, I think, is not realizing this. Good shot coming down, and now Starix alone, and he's going to run away with the AWP.
Yeah, at least he manages to save that AWP. But Guardian with so little HP, Skirk playing that really well, just playing peekaboo. I mean, duck, duck, goose, whatever you want to call it, but that was just Skirk managing to hold off the Navi push. Both members from Navi really looking to work together as well. I'm sure Guardian had the confidence to be able to take that shot, but Skirk was just too quick for him this time around. And Starix, a competent operator in his own right, setting up for an exit, but he's not going to get it. This is such a back and forth game, Anders. Like this, it's all over the place right now. LC managed to get some control back, but Navi are making them pay for it every round.
Here they are, 5-3. This, yeah, back and forth is exactly the right word for it here. And Guardian in the middle with no body armor, no head armor or anything. He's very exposed, but because it's Dust 2, he can actually afford to do this a lot more than if it was another map. Like on Inferno, there's a bigger chance you would get grenaded down, but on this map, you can pretty much stay out of grenade range almost at all time on the CT side here. So I think this is still a good idea for Navi. They realize how close they are to breaking LC's economy. Both teams very low here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing here, is that both teams are hurting, and both teams don't have a whole lot of money. This round is so important. 9th round here of this first half. Seized, gets instantly picked. Excellent headshot from Rain. Rain gets the second one. That's Edward out. And just like that, Rain gifts his team B site, opens the door wide, says, welcome, please, take whatever you want. It's all good. It's on me.
Say again, don't be water, just be Rain at this point. I mean, this is very, very cool. A very sick entrance. And you see the way he crouched in to get that first kill. And then, picking up the second one on Edward was great. But even if he hadn't, there's a very big chance I think the rest of his team would have run in there and killed Edward. And it would have almost the same result. The second kill was just icing on top of the cake at that point. And now they're going for the kills here. And that I would be very careful with. LC don't have a lot of money. Obviously, Navi don't either. Oh, they're going to pick up one there. Rubino, now it's worth it. Guardian and Zeus left here. And they are being wrapped around, seeing if they can get one more here. Skirk going to grenade on through, but they're not going to commit to it at the end. But taking one rifle away, I think that was worth it.
Yeah, that wasn't bad, actually. If we look at the money situation now for Navi, if they go for a buy here, that's... I mean, it's possible. Starix has enough for FAMAS armor if he wanted it. Instead, it's just going to be Deagle. It looks like they're just going to go for the eco round here. I mean, it's still fairly early on here, Navi. They can get the rounds that they need. They have the time. They have the rounds left in this half to be able to do it. So there's no reason to go for anything crazy. This is what they need to be doing. Well, trading is not exactly that, but Guardian with aggressive play on short, creating space for Navi, that's definitely something that they're looking to get done here.
It's a sickening shot from Guardian, and he's so fast when he does this stuff. Rain didn't even see it coming. Now they're boosting out on the A-bomb side, and they're all at the A-bomb side. If LC realize, and wouldn't you look at it, it feels like the Norwegian team somehow knows if they go for B right now, they're going to find an empty bomb site and a free round, which would put them at 7-3 here. That would be big. If they run into Guardian, well, we see what might happen, so they really want to avoid Guardian. Zeus is going to peek up here, and if he's quick enough, he can put a big wrench in the machinery here for LC.
I'm wondering if LC has managed to figure this out.
Did he jump? Did he make enough noise? I'm not sure. LC aren't realizing Edward's going to run through. Zeus is right here. They actually bait them out. Zeus is going to go down eventually. And now, well, there's not a lot of time left here. 35 seconds, but Navi's all over the place. I don't think LC has any clue what's happening, and they're going to decide to go for the B-bomb site just when when the artillery has been just wheeled into place. Here's the AWP. Guardian looking for it. They're going to run through the smoke. He picks up the leg shot. Oh my god. Are they really going to be able to do this? Seized in the corner. Guardian misses a shot. He's on 1 HP, and he goes down. They make it anyway. Now Edward is in a 1-on-2, and he's going to run through the smoke. 10 seconds left. Can they get the bomb plant? They will get the bomb plant, and Edward now has to clutch it.
Edward's in a 1v2, and he's stuck in the corner as well. He walks out, but there's Skirk with the AWP, picks him off at his leisure, and that is yet another amazing round. But let's not forget, pretty much a semi-eco round coming out from Navi, and they still make LC work for it every step of the way.
What a round. I mean, that was a round where they had just one rifle and one AWP, but now the big thing is there's no AWP on Guardian. Let's see if they can make this work. Rush up, lower dark, PRB already grenading out, and then force back. Very nicely done. Starix taking some damage, and PRB not going to lose his life, and that's really the most important part of that engagement. If LC win this round, Navi are going to be straight back to ecoing. They've won, but they lost 3 rounds in a row, so they won't be able to buy. Another grenade will take Starix down to 40. I am not going to call this an upset yet, but I am still pleasantly surprised by how well LC are playing here.
They're doing a magnificent job. And Starix can attest to that. 40 HP left on him. Although Rain getting chopped down to 5 HP. Good exchange there. Navi coming out ahead by a pretty large margin. Not quite sure where else you want to take this yet, however. They're still kind of floating around mid with the bomb. Guardian is now getting over there, but he only has an M4A1. No sniper rifle. Pauly, however, does have the AWP. Perhaps he'll have an opportunity to use it here in just a moment's time, but smoke goes down, and for now it seems like LC are just getting ready for mid-control, not really having made up their minds as to where they want to go yet.
A B-split push right now would be a genius move. They can't really know it the way we can, but it's just Guardian and Edward defending here, so splitting B would be miraculous. Again, Zeus with the flank coming out here, and LC aren't holding it. He's going to go again for the timing, and this time he's much faster. It's going to be a great timing here for Zeus. He misses the kill, actually, and then going to fall back. And now I think, again, LC are wondering, where are we going? What are we doing? Guardian in the doorway here. Edward inside the bomb site. He's going to go up into window. They're coming from every which angle. Guardian goes down. Edward gets a double kill. 7 seconds left. They got to find Edward and put the bomb down, and I'm not even sure that's possible any longer. Edward with a great defense. Fantastic play from him. A triple kill, and Navi get a much-needed round here.
A much-needed breathing room, and they even get an AWP to hand over to Guardian, which is magnificent for him. None of them having enough money to drop him that AWP, so that comes from Pauly. You know, big thanks to him for that. But we can see how hard London Conspiracy have had to work to get this to get these rounds. They lose one round and they're back to ecoing. Like, they just don't have the money.
Yep, that is exactly right. Skirk actually doing more damage to Guardian in the middle and than the Guardian did to him with the Scout versus AWP. So that's interesting, but this is an eco round either way. Oh, shot from Pauly. Edward down to 21. These Norwegians are they're really on point at the moment. And Rain! Are you kidding me? 1 Deeks down, Zeus. Guardian over here. One more body shot on him from the Scout, and he's going to be gone. That's the really big worry right now. He's going to pick off Pauly really quickly. Skirk is up there, and a lot of grenades rain in, and he's now trapped in a strange corner. The rest might be going for the B-bomb side at the moment. Navi's actually over-rotating, considering they're up against an eco round. This is not really ideal for them. There's only one guy, and that's Edward on 21 in the back here. If he goes down, they can lose this round.
And they still have Skirk. Skirk finally gets taken out, but he was alive in Gandalf for so long on the A site. Edward gets caught by PRB coming in through window, and they're able to make it onto the site proper before Navi can rotate through CT. So LC now, they have the defensive advantage at this point.
Yes, they do, and there's not a lot of health on Starix and Guardian. I mean, one shot with the Deagle here. Oh, great shot from C's. Takes down PRP. That's a nice way of starting off here. Rain can't pick up the kill. He's going to go down, and Rubino now in a 1-on-3, and he's going to be dropped. So very, very close here for LC, but it's not enough, and they will get the defuse as well. They had the kit for it. So Navi, they managed to regain composure, and C's picking up a kill. Very, very Navi, but, I mean, LC, they're dangerous.
You can't give them any slack or they'll take advantage of it. 5 rounds now for Navi on this half, but LC, despite that, they go into an eco round, they get a plant, and they get 3 kills. Nearly 4. Like, that is a big round for LC. That's enough to rock Navi somewhat. So they have to be a little bit worried about that, Navi. C's still going to manage to... I mean, they still go back to actually changing it up somewhat. Zeus, and now supported by Guardian on Cat. A double push here. In the meantime, LC making yet another good call. Out on long, uncontested. There's only Starix here to stop them. And there's 4 members from LC.
Oh, Starix with a double kill. Much more than he could have ever dreamed of in that position. He could have easily gone down without killing or even hurting anyone at all. So that was definitely big, and unfortunately, it also gives time for Guardian to come in here. Smoke is up. They're right in that smoke. Flashes rain through. Guardian is still safe. Edward will pick up the 1, and Skirk is going to go down from that grenade. So a very, very good defense coming out here, especially from Starix. That was massive.
That was just That was exactly what Navi needed to ruin LC's day. And now Seized is in position to shut PRB down as PRB works his way through, taking jumps, not really giving anything away here, but he goes for a leap, and Seized is there to catch him. And now, Navi, this is very close. I mean, we should be seeing 8-7 finish, basically, because LC, they just don't have the money to buy. They have to go for Deagles, for P250s, they just don't have the money for a full buy. So it really is, once again, going down to the wire, Anders.
Absolutely down to the wire. I think 8-7 in favor of LC is not quite good enough. I think giving Navi more than 6 rounds on this side is going to be very, very tough to deal with. If this had finished 9-7 in favor of LC, I think they could have done it on the CT side, but more than 6 rounds for Navi right now is actually a really good first half for the CIS team. So I am still a little bit scared, but at this point, LC have been playing so well that it's not over until it's over, basically.
Nope. Not calling it until it's 16 rounds.
No, definitely not.
Then, just to remind everybody tuning in, Gamescom is on the line here. The team that wins this best of 3 goes to the main event in Germany in 3 weeks' time. Seized alive at the back of B Plateau, just cutting them down as they show themselves at the window. He's not interested at all. As I say that, though, 3 kills rain in for LC.
Yep, and up short as well. Skirk does go down, but he bought a lot of time here. Zeus had to kill him before he actually rotates back towards the B bomb site. Bomb goes down, and this is a 3-on-2 that they must win. If they win this, this is an incredible turnaround. LC opening a massive gaping window back into this game right here. Zeus wants to see if they can close it again, and Starix here. He's going to go down now. It's on Zeus in a 1-on-3, and he's down to 6 HP. LC may have just done a miraculous turnaround here.
If only they could catch Zeus. If only they could catch Zeus before he makes a getaway. Because now he's got that. He's got the AWP. Guardian's AWP. Looking towards CT spawn. Gets the kill. And he will live now. Zeus, he's kind of hunting for it, but he'll be fine. Guardian's going to be really happy about that drop.
A very important weapon save, and also an auto sniper being picked up by Edward here. So Navi realized it's all or nothing, but that's also, well, they have the M4 and FMAS as well. They do have pretty good rifles here going into it. Not a lot of grenades, and there's also a kit on Sue. So it's not over yet, but if they can make this 9-6, my god, what a different first half it's going to be. Edward waiting down here. Skirk, if he walks up, that might be the first death happening, but Edward actually decides to fall back.
Edward? Oh, it's going to be Guardian. Guardian at long, and he's going to find Polly. Polly walking his way into the house. Guardian just holding aggressively like that. You don't see other operas do that as often as you see Guardian. Rubino will manage to return on Edward, though, so there's the Scar 20 out.
And it did no damage. That's the most shocking thing. That auto sniper did no damage. One hit would have been enough to bring him down to half HP or less. So that's actually a big miss now. They're going to go for the bomb site. Out the middle. Rain takes down Zeus. Defending inside is just seized. Auto sniper in hand. Picks up 2. Stunning. Actually 3 kills. And Rain, well, this is the last round of the half. And I don't think he can come out on top. Even though he's been playing like a maniac. He's only got 9 HP. Picks up the bomb here in a 1-on-2 against 2 people who are fully health. Is he going to make the long haul back? Yes, he will.
45 seconds left.
He can make it.
45 seconds left. But the thing is, look at Starix's position. Starix is expecting him to come out from lower dark.
As long as they don't spot him crossing middle, that's the only thing that matters. If they see him T-spawn, then the game is up.
Oh, and he makes it past. They don't know. They actually don't know, Navi, that he's managed to make it all the way back around. He's heading over to long. Yeah, Starix can still just turn around and look, and he will. So now, I mean, Rain, it's been a long bit of a marathon here, but not sure this is going to really work. 14 seconds, smoke is up, and he actually makes it over. So it's the dream is alive, but the Molotov, no, they can't throw it yet. Oh, Rain. Yeah. Oh, he's picked up a flash.
You gotta be joking me.
He's got the opportunity.
This would be soul-crushing for Navi if they lose it, but they won't. Starix strolls in and gets the kill. They've got to be worried here. Bomb, please don't fail the round from throwing a Molotov. They will be able to get it. That's it. 8-7 in favor of LC. Second round is going to be coming up. A second half is going to be coming up right away. I almost can't breathe. These games, these rounds are too close. What an amazing game we've been given here. And it is not the end of the day. After this game, we still have ESG playing up against that team. So hope you guys are going to stay tuned for that. A lot of Counter-Strike has been played today. And more is coming. Welcome to Room on Fire and the ESL 1 2014 qualifiers for Gamescom 2014 is going to be insane. $250,000 tournament. The winner of this match, the winner of the second half, is going to go. And the loser is going to be the lower bracket. They won't be out, but they're going to have to fight their way through lower.
This is it. Watching, I mean, this is it. I mean, this pistol round right here, this is going to determine so much. Navi now on the T side, the favorite side of this map. LC are on the defense, and they go for a 2-1-2. This is standard LC. This is what we saw them do versus Kick earlier on today. And this is about, I mean, this is very much their strat. The only problem is, this isn't going to help them much for what Navi have in store for them. They have 3 guys over on the B site when they really need those 3 guys over on the A site.
Yeah, last time PRB managed to get a great shot in here. This time he has to do it again, because if PRB goes down, that is almost the whole pistol round just broken apart. He's really is the key man for what Navi's doing right now. And last time he challenged for a long time, and I was really upset about that. I want him to try and take a shot if he can, but if he can't, I'd rather they try and play for the retake. He's got 1 guy down on long, so if they keep long, that's almost just as good. PRB, now it's where I want him to fall back. Don't keep fighting it. There it is. Back on long, and then wait for the backup. Now down in lower, we've got Starix, and he could also break this round wide open for Navi. Bomb is going to go down, and we're looking at a retake. Poly's going to check. He goes down. Nice shot from Starix. Guardian takes down Rubino, and this is not looking good for LC.
No, they're losing members left and right now, especially since Starix picked up the USPS. It's all down to Rain now on long. Faces 1, 2, 3. Lives way longer than he should. But Navi will connect and pick up the round in the end. 8-8 now the score. But most importantly, Navi pick up the pistol round in this second half. I'm not calling it yet, though. We've seen LC come back from this position before.
No, definitely don't want to call it at all. Way too soon for that. But a very important pistol round, of course, coming in, especially if Navi can pick up the next 2 rounds following this one. They've already taken some damage from the Scout pickup on Skirk. That's Scout and Armor, by the way, which is kind of cool. And I think, did Poly drop the Scout? I'm wondering if he did. Because normally you can't buy Scout armor, so someone must have dropped the Scout for him. Zeus with a good kill on Rain, and I don't know. We'll see how this turns out.
Yeah, this is not looking too hot right now for LC, although Rubino with the CZ75 gets 2 kills. Unreal with this pistol. Gets another one. Rubino's on a tear. He somehow makes it out alive as well. Navi have got to be furious right now.
What is in the water in Norway these days? That was a godlike performance from Rubino. That CSET 75 action was so cool. He's looking to see if he can impress again. Make it a quad kill. They're roaching in here. He's not going to get it, but we'll see. It's not over yet. It's a 2-on-2 here. Skirk is going to peek into the middle. Gets a body shot off now. Gets another body shot off. Pistol is out. He's going to take down Starix, and now Guardian charges in, and he's going to get the kill, but PRB is so close here. He might be able to do it. AK versus AK, but it's 100% HP versus 29.
Yeah, Kevlar helmet as well, but Guardian only needs 1 click. Oh, he does so much damage. Runs out of bullets on the AK, though. Switches over to the CZ, goes rushing for it, and then PRB lands the shot. The spray. It happens, and now LC strike right back. It's not over yet, this roller coaster. We're still on it. Raise your hands.
What is going
what
on?
The hell?
I can't remember the last time we've seen a game with this many close rounds. This is an absolutely epic best-of-3 game that we have going on. And LC, they have a 1-round lead. Now we get the bomb down, but they can't afford to buy. Now the Norwegians are looking to see if they can close this game. They are just 7 rounds, sorry, from an absolutely insane victory. And that's a lot of rounds when you're playing against one of the best teams in the world.
That's incredible. I mean, still, LC, what a statement that they're making. You're right, but yeah, they're not out of this yet. They've managed to bounce right back into it, and if they can actually shut down Navi here, they should be able to string a couple more rounds together. So LC, the pressure is on. They have to start rolling, but Navi, same boat for them. Navi, at the beginning, start with the bread and butter, but now they start really closing in on short. They're pulling the team together, and it seems like it's going to be a concerted effort.
They've actually bought 2 AKs and a Galil here. Navi forced it up in that round, spending all their money. If they can get an opening pick, it'll be worth it. But if they lose this round, they are going to give London Conspiracy a couple of rounds in a row here, and that is just not the time to do it. Su's going to peek out. He really wants that opening, and now, well, Poly spots him and does some good body damage, but not enough to take him down. Are they going to go for the split? They're out the middle, and is anyone watching? Yeah, Skirk is watching, and in a very safe position as well. I kind of like this, but not safe enough for Starix. Great headshot coming up. Poly with the kill now. Rubino waiting in the back here. He's being shot from upper dark as well, and he's going to go down. And now LC've got to sort of... They got to make up their minds. Do they want to try and retake this or save? And I would go for the save.
They have to be wondering what the hell is going on. How is it that the ecos suddenly don't exist in this game? Navi have got rifles? What? And this is now LC. I mean, they've got two guys moving up here, but the problem is when they come through dark, Rain, he's going to be looking to flank through dark to set it up for his teammates. There's two guys waiting right around the corners as well. So PRB, man on point. There's Polly taking a peek. Not going to get anything for it, but Rain does manage to pick up Zeus. Polly, not going to get it. And seized Edward, Guardian, each getting a frag in the end. LC getting slapped right back down. And we're into 9-9.
Edward survived the initial peek from the guy in window. If he had gone down initially with a headshot, that would have been a completely different retake. But it doesn't now. We're back at 9-9, and Navi, they are not so easy to kill. They're not giving up easily. They're still in this. Its score is tied, and right now they definitely have the upper hand in this final map here.
That they do. They've managed to just survive somehow. Both of these teams, just incredible performances from both of these teams. It's all over the place. But already we have Navi just getting 2 quick frags, 3 quick. Now it's down to last man standing, Pauly, who's about to get flanked by Edward. Spots him, puts shots through the boxes. Not going to be good enough, though. Pauly's still managing to get the parting shot. But this is Navi now starting to get into a position where they can get the ball rolling for themselves. LC have to go for another round of eco. That's giving another round to Navi. It's not going to be good enough.
And this is, I think, where we see sometimes the difference between the Scandinavian style and the CIS style, because they could have fought FAMASas mainly, obviously, but I think Navi would have pretty done that if they were on the CT side right here with that kind of economy. But I am happy that LC went for the eco here. I think that's a good idea.
I don't know. This is still, well, I mean, the eco is the right call until Pauly somehow doesn't get killed instantly. It's Guardian who gets it done with the AWP, but that was weird. There was a little bit of an instance of lag there. Like Navi didn't quite catch on that somebody was about to shoot them in the face.
Yeah, that looked a little bit weird, but they managed to readjust, and only Guardian taking a little bit of damage here. It's PRB on Rain left down on long, holding hands, waiting for the end.
Dark field noir moment at this point. There is nothing.
Absolutely, that
it means nothing.
See, he's going to pick off one, and if PRB tries to exit the other way, he's going to get found out as well.
Or they're just going to get tired of that. Edward will go hunting. PRB is down.
Now,
PRB not top fragging, actually not having that big a performance on Dust 2. I mean, he's had a couple rounds where he's made a big difference, but right now there's too much of a gap between the top fraggers and I mean, Pauly and PRB really just not having a big impact.
Yeah, it's true. Well, now is the time for them to see if they can step it up. Guardian not going to tag anyone in the middle, and now there is an AWP on Pauly. This is the round for LC. They've invested everything into this. They bought all the rifles, and if they lose it, then Navi is really going to be at 13 rounds before they can start even thinking about buying again. So it comes down to this here for London Conspiracy. They got to make this round work. Otherwise, they will be at a very big deficit, and Navi is going to be close to a victory. Not really a very good grenade in the middle, but it's alright. Nobody took really a lot of damage for it. And LC playing this one safely. I like these positions.
It's cheeky. It's cheeky. I mean, they're closing in, right? The one thing is that they are giving up the eyes on the B site. They're really committing to the mid control. They're really expecting Navi to go for the B split push, and Starix is about to sneak his way out. He's got 2 guys, 3 guys going down. PRB spots Zeus coming down from Cat, but that sets it up for Starix.
Flash in the middle, and Rubino peeks, and then there's a pause. Are you joking? A bit of a disconnect?
No. This game is still going, man.
Not on my screen.
Guardian is, well, yeah, Guardian is alive right now. And he's rotated all the way back to T-spawn, but it's a 1-on-4. Guardian at least has the bomb, but there's 30 seconds left on this clock. There's not a hope of him getting anywhere near a site yet. He's even spotted out Pauly. He's going to get a freebie parting shot. Pauly dropping that AWP not going to help things here for LC.
All right.
Are you back in yet?
No, 1 second. I think it's my whole internet that's basically dying, so... Oh my god, you got to be joking me. Yeah.
I still hear you just fine on Mumble.
Yeah, but you're roboting for me, and... Stream appears to be dropping as well. I can't actually connect back in. Oh my god. Let's see if I could do this.
You have a dynamic IP?
No. It's not that. It's my whole internet's basically bugged out, I think.
Is it the fucking thunderstorm? I was worried about this shit.
No, it's something else. Oh shit. Oh, I think somebody's found out my IP.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do you have a dynamic IP?
I might have. Wow.
Are you using the safety shit on Skype?
Yeah, I am.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, wow. That's annoying as fuck. Well, I'm gonna have to try and disconnect and see if I can get it up and running again.